Hi guys, it's Eva of Happily Ever After, the lifestyle and motherhood blog. Welcome back to my pregnancy vlog series. This is my 18-week pregnancy vlog. Make sure that you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss anything in the future, because I'm starting to put out a lot more content on this channel as opposed to my other YouTube channel, which I'm also putting content out on, but I think fewer people know about this one. So I just wanted to prep you and let you know that. Super excited to be talking to you about week 18. It is super surreal that I've actually already passed 18 weeks. So I'm doing them kind of retroactively because I want to get through the week, and then I'll talk about how it was. So I actually have my 20-week ultrasound next week, which I can't believe that. I'm feeling like it's very surreal that I'm almost halfway done with my pregnancy. It has flown by. I know a lot of moms with other kids can relate to this when they're pregnant, especially. But it's just been wild how quickly it's gone. And I had a really exciting milestone in week 18 that I wanted to share, which is that my kids and my husband were able to feel baby boy kicking for the first time from the outside. So I've been feeling him, but they were able to feel him this week, and that was really special for all of us. Just the look on Marlo's face when he kicked her hand, and I could feel it was a big one. She was like, oh, and she was like, oh my God, I'm so excited. And it just got her so pumped, and it made me so happy. As you can tell, I can't stop smiling. So it was just a really nice moment for us as a family. What else? So this week the baby is the size of a sweet potato, or was week 18 size of a sweet potato. I feel like things are going well. I'll show you my little bump. This is where I'm at now bump wise. And I'm actually wearing, I thought I'd mention, because I really like them. I'm wearing Not Your Daughter's jeans, Maternity brand jeans. It's a mouthful, but or Maternity jeans. I love them. They're great. Like the little stretchy part that pulls up over the belly feels a lot more secure and comfortable. It doesn't fall down, which I have a problem with sometimes with other brands. So I'm super into them. The cut of them is really flattering. So double thumbs up to that. In terms of cravings, I've been thankfully randomly this week craving healthier foods than I have been. So I twice have really craved chopped salads with balsamic dressing. So I'll get chopped salad. I usually get chopped romaine with chickpeas, cucumbers, carrots, black olives, and then I do extra chopped jalapenos and turkey. And I've been loving that. It's like my dream right now. So I've been really liking that. In terms of aversions, I'm still not like a steak or meat fan. I will eat a burger and love a burger, but I'm not into a steak, like a thick cut of meat, for whatever reason. And then just in terms of other things that have to do with the pregnancy, I am slowly but surely starting to put things in place for his arrival. So I'm starting to think more about, which bed or bunk or captain bed situation I'm going to do in Marlo's room so that she and Major can move in together. I've started looking at cribs, which is really exciting. Major's room isn't changing that much to turn into a nursery, really almost at all. It's getting a crib and a glider, but it is kind of a big step, and it makes it all more real, and it's super exciting. So that's been fun. And then this week I also want to do something kind of special and share with you just a few books that I found during my first ever pregnancy that I read while I was pregnant that helped me, I don't know, just mentally prepare for birth. I really liked them all for different reasons, so I just wanted to share them with you because I thought they might be a good resource. So the first one I will share with you is this book. So this is called Natural Hospital Birth, The Best of Both Worlds. So originally, before I chose home birth, I was really interested in doing an all-natural hospital birth, and so I bought this book. And it was actually in reading this book that I realized that because of my fear of hospitals, it's actually more than a fear, it's like a phobia. Because of my phobia about hospitals, I realized that my adrenaline was going to kick in, my labor was probably not going to progress, and I probably, for time constraint reasons, was going to end up having C-section. So I decided to look into other options. I felt this was really informative. I think this is a great option for people that are interested in pursuing a natural birth at the hospital. So this is awesome. By Cynthia Gabriel, forward by Timothy R.B. Johnson, MD. So I liked this one a lot. Next one is this book, Active Birth, The New Approach to Giving Birth Naturally. This was recommended to me by a midwife that I met with. It's just very, very informative. It has a lot of like diagrams and exercises. It was written a while ago, but I think because of that, it's very back to basics. It has a lot of birth photos as well, which 6 years ago when I was pregnant, like now there are birth Instagram accounts and everything. Back when I was doing this for the first time, there weren't those things. So I was more in the dark about what to expect. So this book was really, really helpful. It's a pretty interesting read. I don't know, I recommend it. I liked it a lot. Okay, then this book is was such an interesting read for me. You know, I ended up home birthing all of my kids, and this is like the extreme version of that. But there's this book, Spiritual Midwifery by Ina May Gaskin. She's a very famous midwife from the 60s and 70s, but these are all labor stories, and they're really beautiful. It just, reading this book helped me realize how many different types of labors there are, how every woman does it differently, every baby does it differently. And it was just very, very inspiring. It kind of demystified birth for me, and it made it seem not so unattainable and not so mystical, and just, it made it seem like more of a grounding experience to me. So I think even if you're not going, and it has like diagrams and stuff in it, but I think even if you're not home birthing and you just want to hear other women's experiences with birth, I liked this a lot. I would read it like a little bit every day, different stories. So I loved it, and I highly recommend it. And then there's one more book which I couldn't find to show you, but it's called I always get the order wrong. Beautiful, Bountiful, Blissful, I think it's called. I'll link it down here when I'm not filming this. That's a really beautiful book, just about, you know, your role as a woman during pregnancy, during birth. It made me feel a lot less nervous about the process, and it was a great book to read when I was feeling really terrible in my first trimester. There's a whole part that's dedicated to that. When I was pregnant with Marlo, that was really, really helpful to me and just beautiful. And I actually ended up having that book recommended to me by my prenatal yoga instructor. They sold it at the place, and I bought it and loved it. So those are sort of the 4 that I read. Again, my first pregnancy, I just found them to be really helpful and interesting and good resources. So if you're looking for something, those are ones that I can recommend. And that's it for now. I'm actually starting to try to kick up my exercise a little bit in this pregnancy. It's a beautiful day outside, so I'm gonna go for a walk and get some exercise for my little bump. But don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, to like the video. Let me know how you like it, and I will see you right here next week. Bye.